Let's run it back with the Air Jordan 10. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already, why don't you hit that subscribe button. Originally released in 1994 and designed as a retirement shoe for Michael Jordan. Hence all the accomplishments on each sole Michael Jordan has made up until 1994. The Air Jordan 10 steel colorway was the first color that was introduced, and it was representing that Michael Jordan was no longer playing for the Bulls. So basically the shoe was lights out. We wouldn't see Michael wear the Air Jordan 10 until Scottie Pippen's charity All-Star game, which was the last basketball game held at the old Chicago Stadium. Michael Jordan would wear the steel Air Jordan 10 and would get his first opportunity to play such players as Penny Hardaway, Jason Kidd, and others. It was great to see Michael on court again, showing off what he could still do. At the end of the charity game, Michael would kneel down to center court and kiss the center Chicago Bulls logo, saying goodbye to the old Chicago Stadium. During this time, Michael Jordan was being honored as being one of the greatest Chicago Bulls ever in his retirement ceremony, and in fact was introduced for the first time to his amazing statue, which sits outside the United Center. We would get another view of Michael Jordan wearing the steel Air Jordan 10 as he knelt down to imprint his soles in the cement and signature in front of the new statue. Originally, the Air Jordan 10 steel colorway came with a toe cap. There's a cult following on the toe cap or no toe cap. I prefer the smooth toe cap, just like Michael Jordan liked it. Michael Jordan wore the one with the toe cap in Scottie Pippen's Celebrity All-Star Game, and as well as in this video of Michael Jordan imprinting his... At this time, though, Michael Jordan was contemplating coming back to basketball and was secretly scrimmaging with the Chicago Bulls in 1994. Since Nike had to sell shoes and they didn't know Michael Jordan was contemplating coming back to the NBA, what Nike did was send each one of their Nike-endorsed athletes a pair of the Air Jordan 10. You could even see such players have player exclusives like Nick Anderson of the Orlando Magic and Harold Miner from the Miami Heat. I actually know someone who owns a pair of the Harold Miner Air Jordan 10s with the 32 on the side. As word spread throughout the NBA world and basketball world that Michael was contemplating coming back to the NBA, we would actually get our first shot of Michael Jordan wearing the Chicago Air Jordan 10. He would first wear the Air Jordan 10 without the number 45 on the side. He would wear it in the first game against the Indiana Pacers. He doesn't look as good as he was in 1993, but he still looks great in those shoes. You would see Michael Jordan wear for the remainder of the season the Air Jordan 10 Chicago color. I personally think that the Air Jordan 10 in the Chicago colorway is the best. I prefer the number 45, which is the player exclusive that Michael Jordan wore. The ones that were sold to the public did not have the 45 number on the side. Originally, when Michael Jordan and the Bulls continued on to the NBA playoffs, you could see Michael wearing the charcoal colorway of the Air Jordan 10. It has a suede charcoal upper, black midsole, and all the same elements as all the other colorways. It also has the number 45 on the heel. The one that released to the public as well was missing the number 45. And I think the reason they didn't put the number 45 on the heel, still, people at this time were shocked that Michael had come back and switched his number to number 45. So I think that's why Nike Jordan Brand kept the 45 off the retail pairs, because they thought that the consumer would not buy the shoe with that number 45. In all honesty, I loved Michael Jordan in that 45. I thought he looked great in 45, especially on this picture on the cover of Beckett magazine. It just looks so clean. I prefer Michael in 23 as everybody else does, but it was cool to see Michael in number 45. I would rather see Michael in number 45 any day than him on the Wizards again. But that's just me. What's funny about the Air Jordan 10 and having all the Nike athletes wear the Air Jordan 10, you could see in the NBA playoffs a pretty funny moment where the Orlando Magic versus the Chicago Bulls. This was the series where Michael unfortunately got the ball stolen by none other than the player that he gave a player exclusive pair to with his number 25 on the heel, stealing the ball from him wearing the new Air Jordan 11, which Michael switched to in the playoffs because he didn't like the fact that he was wearing the same shoe as Nick Anderson. Now, I don't have any of the Air Jordan 10s in my collection anymore. I did own the smooth toe of the Air Jordan 10 steel. I also had the Chicago colorway with the number 45. And I did have the countdown pack version with the Air Jordan 10 charcoal in it. I did sell these, I want to say about 10 years ago. I wasn't a huge Jordan 10 fan, and those, didn't get me too much money, but it did give me some money to put towards my car that I was building at the time, the Knight Rider car. So the only one in my collection of the Air Jordan 10 is this infant pair, the Chicago colorway, which is pretty cool. The design is awesome. The number 45, I love the number 45 on the back. And I love this tag on the inside, the Air Jordan collection. I do hope we get the Chicago colorway of the Air Jordan 10 once again, because I honestly would like this pair back in my collection. Not any other colorway. I would like this colorway. Probably my favorite colorway of the Air Jordan 10 would be the powder blue, but the original. The retro never did it justice, but the original powder blue was so nice. You could actually see it being worn by some players such as Jerry Stackhouse when he played for North Carolina. I'm not a big fan of any of the funky retro colorways that ever came out. It was really cool to see Michael in the Air Jordan 10 when he came back. Fortunately, after the 1995 season, Michael Jordan would be back to himself, back to number 23, and be back to his hiatus of being the greatest basketball player of all time. I don't remember any advertising or commercials with the Air Jordan 10. I think there was one similar to the Air Jordan 8 with him taking foul shots. I'll see if I can find if there is any commercials out there on the Air Jordan 10. See Michael wearing the Air Jordan 10, especially in this Upper Deck card, Upper Deck SP 1994. And you can also see Michael Jordan wearing number 45 and the Air Jordan 10 Chicagos in this classic poster of Michael Jordan. This was actually free when you buy a case of Gatorade back in the day, hence that Gatorade logo on the poster. What do you guys all think about the Air Jordan 10? Is it one of your favorites? Is it your least favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see the Air Jordan 10 come out of retirement, let's see some original colorways come back, let me know. Thanks for tuning in this week, and don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, peace.